Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be using the Magnif'eyes Electric Violet Edition palette from Rimmel London. I picked this palette up at Walmart for around $7 or $8, maybe $7.99, something like that. I love purple, it's my favorite color, so I had to have this palette just because I thought it was so pretty. So I took that matte dusty purple shade and I blended that into my crease. And by the way, this is the first time I had used this palette, and I filmed this video, gosh, I swear I filmed this before I was pregnant, and I'm already going to be 5 months, so I don't know, it's been a while since I filmed this video, and I'm barely getting around to editing. So I took that matte purple violet shade, and I used the same brush. I'm just blending that into the crease, and I will list the brushes that I use down below in case you're interested in checking them out. So because there's only like 3 mattes total in this palette, I took that shimmery purple, but honestly it's not that shimmery, so it works just fine. But it wasn't the best. Like, the formula on some of these shadows is just not that great, honestly, after using this palette a few times. Like, this shadow had some fallout, but the main problem with it, you know, wasn't even the fallout, because I don't mind that. I could just clean it up. It just was hard to layer. Like, I just felt like it wasn't that intense or pigmented, and they're just kind of dry and chalky. I just didn't like the texture and formula of these shadows that much. So I took that light shade, and you can see by my facial expressions I'm having difficulty with it. It's just not applying the way I want it to. I just want it to be very metallic and vibrant, and it just wasn't with the brush. So I took my finger, which did help with the intensity, but I still just didn't love the texture and formula. It was just, again, dry, too dry for me. So I went in with that other lighter shade in the palette, and I layered that on top. It was a little bit more vibrant, but still wasn't that impressed with it. So unfortunately, this palette I feel like is a no-go. I don't recommend it. I don't think it's worth the $7 or $8. And then I went in with that light shade again with my brush, wet, and applied that over what we already had done. And I said we, like you guys are doing this with me. But it just wasn't as intense as I wanted. So again, I used my finger. I'm just like trying my finger, using it foiled. I'm just trying different things to see if I can build up the intensity, but I still wasn't loving it. Then I switched my brush because the brush that I used previously was all synthetic, and this particular one is part synthetic and part natural hair. Natural hair brushes do tend to pick up product better than synthetic brushes. I do feel like it helped a little bit, but still, it just wasn't the most pigmented shadow, and I didn't love the formula. So then I went in with that purple on the end of the palette there and was trying to build up the outer corner, and I brought that into the crease a little bit. And I just went back through the lid shade and the crease a little bit more, just because I always do this with every look. It's just important to blend because you do lose color as you start blending other shades sometimes. So it's always just good to keep adding a little bit more and blending. Then I'm going to take that matte shade right there. It is, I think it's a black. It's just not super intense. Not like a very deep black, but it works for this look. And I actually really like the way this look turned out. Like, I love the eyes a lot, but I still don't recommend the palette. I just don't think the quality is there. So I just took that shadow and I applied it on the upper lash line with a small little angled brush, and I did wing it out just a little bit. I like to do this method a lot. You guys know I pretty much feel like I use eyeliner or eyeshadow as eyeliner all the time, just it's less harsh than like real eyeliner. So I took that dusty purple shade that we used in the crease, and I just applied it and touched it up. And then I'm taking my powder and I'm just applying that under my brow bone, since there's not a matte brow bone shade in this particular palette. And I'm applying my Lash Princess mascara from Essence, which is my favorite. You can see I have like my foundation, bronzer, blush on. Honestly, you guys, since I filmed this so long ago, I don't remember all that I have on my face. I don't even remember what's on my lips. So if I remember what's on my lips, I will link it below. You know what? I think it's coming back to me now. I think I've used one of those new Almay like goddess lip glosses. So I will link which one it was down below, but I wanted to give you guys some arm swatches of the palette. I did have to build these up quite a bit. I do feel like the teal color was probably one of the best shades, like as far as like texture and formula. That one was pretty pigmented, but the rest of them, meh. I would say skip this palette if you've been eyeing it. I know purples are hard to do, but I wasn't a fan of this one. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.